Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back to the Girly Hour,
where we solve the world's problems from our couch.
And today we're going to be solving spring cleaning. But first, you guys know we've been away for a memento.
Yes. Sorry.
Apologies. Many apologies. I went to Europe. Shannon moved. I came back, and then to be quite frank with you guys, we actually recorded this episode last week, and the audio was...
We fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the computer fucked up. Yeah.
Mercury was still in retrograde, so we know communications were being impacted by that. Something happened to the audio. It was like, I tried editing it. And then I was editing in our good stuff. So
yeah. And you know what? I think that's probably for the best. I think that some things happen for a reason. And I think today's going to be magical.
It will be magical.
I hope you guys think it's magical as well.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah. So I think we can, now that we've apologized, we went to our book club last night and everyone yelled at us because they were like, where have you been?
Yeah. And we're like, we're trying. I'm so sorry.
And I was having like a crazy stressful week. And then for the audio to not work, I had a bit of a meltdown. And Emma was like, we'll try again next week.
It's fine. What's one more week?
One more week, whatever.
We'll just, it's called suspense. And people are in suspense right now.
It makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, distance, right?
Yeah.
Space, distance.
Yeah, sure.
We've had both of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, please go to our social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you listen to us or follow along with us. Go follow, like, subscribe, and share with your girlfriends and guy friends and mom and aunt and everybody.
Yeah, and I think rating us really helps us in Spotify and in Apple Podcasts.
So rate us a 5. If you feel anything less, give us a 5.
Or don't rate us.
Or don't.
I think we have a 5 right now.
Do we?
So yeah.
I wonder who it was.
No, I think we have a multiple.
Oh, we have 5.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So don't ruin our rating.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And guys, if you want us to talk about different things, then you have to tell us. Because if you don't ask, you don't get.
We're just going to talk about our favorite topics. If you don't tell us what you want to listen to us talk about. So,
I mean, the ball's in your court.
Yeah. So Emma, tell us about your month holiday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it was so amazing. If any of you guys followed along on Instagram, first of all, apologies for just reposting things. I wasn't really great on the posting my own stuff. So if you followed 3 of us, the 3 of us that use the Instagram, then you just probably saw the same shit over and over again. But it's great content. So I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, let's start from the very beginning.
Great.
Okay, great.
Let's do it.
Shannon's already heard everything. Okay, so first, I have to tell a funny story, which I also told at book club last night, but it's hilarious. I'm looking at my prize right now from it. Okay, so I went into this golf simulator tournament. Shannon hates this because I don't think you really understand.
No, I get it.
You get it?
I've also heard it already.
Okay,
so I'm like, all
right.
right.
So funny. Okay, hey guys. So I went into this golf simulator tournament. It was so fun. I've never done sim golf before. It was my first time, and it was really cool. Anyway, so my personal longest drive on this simulator out of all 18 holes was super long for me, and I'm really proud. It was 216 yards or 200 over 200 yards, which for me is so good.
Yeah.
And I think for a girl, it's pretty good, especially when I'm I'm just there for the vibes, there for the fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, so I was super proud about that. And then a couple days after the tournament, one of my friend's husband that we played with, he texted me. He's like, hey, you won the longest drive. And I was like, shut the front door.
Must have been my 200.
Must have been my 200 and something drive. Well, guess what? That was not the longest drive hole.
So for people who don't understand, because this took me a moment, they just chose a random hole that no one knew was the hole that you needed to do the longest hit at.
Yes. So let's say hole 7.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Could have been any of the holes. And I was like, wow, this is great. Well, no, I won the longest drive with a 67-yard drive, which essentially means I went and blew it 67 yards.
And that means everyone else
also
sucked at.
They went backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, this is embarrassing for all of us. But now I have like a little prize. So I got a hat, which is actually light blue. So I might try wearing it. I think it's my color. And then if you guys know the drink Triple Bogey, it's like, so they do have Triple Bogey.
Sounds disgusting.
No, they do. So they have Triple Bogey beers.
Isn't a bogey like a loogie?
No, a bogey is like you know how you get par? Or you get like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
it's a golf term.
Par right now. Oh, there's birdie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bogey is one of them. Don't ask me what number it is.
Okay.
We don't really keep score where I'm from. And yeah, so I got like a little Triple Bogey, like a glass, and then like I think a beer and one of their seltzers. And their seltzers are really delicious.
Very fun.
Anyway, so
that was before you went to Europe.
So that kicked off my vacation.
Yeah, you were like, winner.
And then I flew off to Italy and had an Italian lunch to start.
Wait, I want you to tell the story of, so Emma flew by herself because everyone left before her. But when you went through security.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so embarrassing. Okay, so I've never flown by myself. I've never traveled by myself. I was pretty nervous. And I'm just not a great flyer, so that just made me nervous. Anyway, so I'm going through security, and obviously, like Toronto, like Pearson is the craziest airport. Everyone just A, seems to know what they're doing, or B, doesn't know what they're doing. There's no in between, and I'm on the latter of that.
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing. I forget every time. I get nervous. You know when you like cross like a land border and you just get scared?
Yes. I've been at a land border with you.
I'm like, oh my God, who has put the cocaine in my bag? Because I didn't know it was there, I swear.
We put her in the back seat.
Yeah, I need sunglasses on. Anyway, so I'm going through security. And naturally I mess up because everything's such a rush. Everyone's packed in there like it's crazy. And nobody's giving instruction. The people behind the little conveyor belt are just staring at you.
And those are the ones that give instructions to the other guys who are just like moving buckets.
But I'm like,
laptops, blah, blah, blah.
They're like, tell me, do I need to take my shoes off here? Because some airports you don't. I'm like, just post it somewhere. Anyway.
It is so posted, but
whatever. Okay. I can't see when I'm not anxious, Shannon. My vision is impaired.
Right.
So anyway, so I just shove. I have a carry-on. I have my backpack, and then I have like my big coat, like it's winter.
Right.
My boots, everything. So whatever. I just shove it on just 3 different bins because that's how much room I need. I put it all through, and then 2 of my bags, my carry-on and my backpack, get put through. Like they have to get checked.
Right. And
I was like, oh, mother of God. It's like, what is in there? I did pack.
You suddenly forget what you packed. You're
exactly.
Like, oh my God. Did I put the gun in there?
Yeah. Oh God. So then I get pulled to the side. And I had like kind of like a younger guy, and he was like, oh, like you forgot to like take out your laptop. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I had my laptop, my Kindle, I had a speaker in there.
Oh my God.
I brought all like the podcast stuff, and I had, what else? I had like just like a bunch of cords, like everything. Forgot to take a single thing out.
Yeah.
So he was like, don't worry, like I'll do it for you. So then somebody else, another younger guy, like gets my my other bag. And he's like, first of all, he's like, what do you have in here? Do you have like what did he say? It was like a big book or something. It was like baby wipes. I guess you've seen like the sheets. I was like, oh no, just baby wipes. and then he's like, what, like, do you have a microphone in here? And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I do. He's like, for karaoke? I was like, no. I was like, oh, I have a podcast with my friend. And anyway, I told them the girly hour. I was like, go check me out. And I'm just like chatting with these 2 guys that are probably like, this girl's fucking stupid. Anyway, I was profusely sweating after that experience.
Of course.
So nervous, but they were so lovely. I got through just fine.
And now we have new listeners. So shout out to the guys.
Yeah.
Security at Pearson.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
So that was the first experience. And then I went straight to, I didn't even check to see that my gate existed. I know you're supposed to, but I just assumed that it existed. Went straight to a lounge that I booked and had a couple glasses of wine.
Good for you.
And that was wonderful.
I wouldn't have been able to relax in the lounge
if you
I would have to go.
Existed.
Yeah, I would have to go make sure it was there. But
it was like 2 numbers away from my number.
So like, that's nice.
It must exist.
Yeah,
it must be there.
Yeah,
and so it was. Boarded the plane. That was a long flight. It was like, what, like 8 or 9 hours? It was the longest flight I've ever been on. But all was well. Got to Germany, had a 3-hour layover because I was nervous about
talking about crazy airports. Was it Frankfurt?
It was fine. Yeah, it was Frankfurt.
Okay, but Frankfurt is wild. That's I RJ and I missed our flight in Frankfurt.
Oh my God.
Because our plane was delayed going in.
Oh.
And then we had like an hour to get from one side of the airport to the other. And like we were running, sweating.
See, that's what I was
bad.
scared of. And that's why I booked a 3-hour layover, which I really...
We had a 3-hour layover.
Oh my God,
but because the plane was delayed going.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm
glad you
a smooth experience. I just like didn't sleep at all. So I hadn't slept for like 3 days at this point.
When you're traveling alone, you have to be switched on the whole time.
Exactly.
So like you're kind of like strung out, like you can't rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally didn't sleep before that either.
Yeah.
So it was just, anyway. So got to Italy just fine in one piece, got all my stuff, everything came. That was wonderful. And then had pasta and pizza and wine. Oh, it was so good. And then passed out in the car as we drove to Switzerland.
Lovely.
Yes. Okay.
Good first day.
It was a great first day. So then we were in Switzerland. We went to Zermatt, which is like a touristy area. And it is literally for rich people. Like I did not belong there. It was so expensive, but we had a blast. The weather was beautiful. They just didn't have a lot of snow.
Okay. This isn't where you had your birthday.
No.
Okay.
No. So there just wasn't a lot of snow. It was very just like you had to go on the groomed runs, which was really busy. And then you have like all the beginners that are just everywhere. And skiers just over there, especially, they just think they own the whole place. And like me and Joss are like sticking to like one side of the hill because we're like, trying to get a little bit of snow under our boards, like on the edges, but also trying to just like not hit people. And these skiers are like carving all the way left to right. And then they get mad at you for being in the way.
Oh no.
I'm like, you're everywhere. What in the world? Anyway, but no, it was absolutely stunning. The views, like they are imprinted in my mind.
Good.
I'm sure you guys all saw my posts about the views and it was so amazing.
Yeah. You have a private Instagram, so.
Oh, I do.
For our listeners.
For our friends.
Yeah.
For our friends. I did smash up my knee.
Oh, good.
And I was...
You always hurt your knee somehow.
Always. Somehow. If there's a way to do it, I'll find it. We went to... It's called Henustal. It's like a après ski bar. And oh my gosh, Shannon, it was a freaking blast. Like we were having drinks. We got like this table. And then the whole place got so packed. We had this whole like... All the ski... and not the ski instructors, like the ski... people who like work on the hill.
Okay.
Anyway, they like came around our table and we were all like fucking partying. Like it was such a vibe. It was so fun. And we got to stand up on like this ledge, like the table was up a little bit. So we could like see the whole crowd. A DJ was playing. It was so fun. Now, the only hitch with this is that it's kind of partially up the hill. So you have to actually ski down after.
Drunk.
It was impaired driving. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we strapped in to our boards and skis.
So you didn't sit on your snowboard and slide down on your butt?
No. And why didn't we think about that?
Oh my God.
10 times more fun than anything.
Well, yeah.
And safer.
Yeah. And it's like you're like going back to childhood sledding down the hill.
Yes.
What do they call it?
Tobogganing.
No, taboozining.
Yeah. Taboozing.
Yeah.
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 I love that.
Anyways, so you strapped into your skis and snowboards.
Like a numpty.
And went down the hill.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is how you hurt your knee.
This is how I hurt my knee.
Oh my God.
Mom, I'm so sorry. I always get hurt. So I got like so close to the end. I was literally like maybe like 20 meters from the end. Everybody else is at the end. We're all cheering. Yeah, we made it. And then I catch a fucking edge and go knees first, not even face first. Knees first into the ground. Again, guys, there's no snow on this freaking ground. It was the most painful thing of my life. I actually thought I had blown a knee. I couldn't walk. I was using Catherine's ski poles as crutches.
Oh my God.
It was literally the worst.
You are a sporty girl.
Yeah.
You know about early celebrations. You don't do that.
Yeah, I know.
You weren't at the bottom yet.
I was.
And you went hands free.
Yeah.
Woo!
I don't know. No,
down.
Look, Ma, no hands, right? Anyway, worst mistake. It was so painful. It actually still hurts. Nothing is like I don't think anything is like wrong, but like it's not right.
Right.
So
you're gonna have to get like a third MRI on your knee.
I think I'm going to have to
because
it's like
God, Emma.
And it's been like this was like literally on day like two of our trip, 2 or 3.
Right. So then from Zermatt you went to.
So then we went to France.
This is where your birthday was.
Yes.
Okay.
So guys, I celebrate my birthday on March 13th, as we all know.
Okay. If you didn't know, now you do.
Oh, well, everyone on Instagram knew. Anyway, now you all know.
Your friends and family know.
Yeah. So now the world knows. Maybe we'll cut this out.
Yeah.
So I celebrated my birthday.
I'm a Pisces.
I'm emotional. It was literally the best day. I would live in Chamonix. It was
Chamonix?
Beautiful.
Chamonix, France?
And the pastries were amazing. The pizza, we found a farmer's market one day. Like it was, the cheese there is never ending. I could swim in it.
It's literally all your favorite foods.
It's all my favorite everything.
Amazing.
Yes. And
if you don't know, Emma loves cheese.
I love cheese.
She will eat half a block of cheese while making dinner.
Well,
and then be like, I'm full.
And
I can't eat dinner now.
But then I'll put like cheese on the dinner.
Oh yes. Well, that's why the cheese is out.
Cheese. Exactly. Yeah. I can't be trusted.
No.
A whole brick of cheese doesn't last.
No. Yeah. Maybe like a couple days.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, on my birthday, I woke up and Catherine had decorated our little apartment.
I saw that. That's so cute.
How cute.
Precious.
And I'm I'm just so sentimental. She like wrote me this beautiful card and I started crying.
Of course.
And it was so sweet. It makes my eyes water to think about it. Anyway. And we woke up and there was snow, like huge snowflakes.
Like Christmas Day.
Like Christmas Day.
But it's your birthday.
But it was my birthday and it was birthday snow and it was so amazing. And on the like level that we were at, there was like a foot, but up in the mountain, there was like 2 feet of snow. Okay, so guys, we go to my favorite bakery in the morning. We get breakfast pizza. Which is just pizza eaten in the morning.
Is it warm or is it cold?
Oh, it's hot.
Okay, good.
Just regular pizza.
Okay.
Eaten at breakfast time. Therefore,
is there like bacon on it? Like
pizza.
what?
Oh yeah.
Like eggs or like what's on?
No. Like we had one with like onions and like I think it was like a ham or something.
Oh, cute.
And like and a lot of cheese. Like there was like the top cheese, but then there was like this other like not feta, but like kind of like
a crumbly
like a crumbly cheese underneath. Oh my God. We had it every day.
So good.
It was so good.
Didn't gain a pound.
We didn't get fat.
No.
If you guys have been to Europe, or if you haven't, go. But if you have, like the food there is just so different.
Yeah.
They have different rules with like preservatives and
the pesticides we use in our fields is like impacting our food a lot.
100%. And all the hormones and stuff.
You don't get bloated when you're eating like pastas and breads in Europe.
And we ate it all. And we were like, you know me, I have no chill.
No
chill. No turn off button. So yeah, didn't get fat. It was amazing. So
you were also hitting a lot of steps and literally snowboarding every day. So I'm sure that helps, but
still, even if I did that here, our food would make me bloated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always wonder, like when I go to Europe and I eat like all the food and I'm like, wow, I'm not bloated, but I'm also walking like 30,000 steps a day, which I don't do here. So could be a mix of both.
Could be.
But I think we'll blame the pesticides.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's like people who, like, I remember when I was, like, thinking I was gluten intolerant, and I was reading online, this was, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and they were saying, like, if you go to Italy, you can eat pasta and, like, all the gluten, and it doesn't affect you.
Yes.
Even if you're gluten intolerant here. So it's just very interesting.
It is something different. There's something different.
There's something different.
But yeah, so we went on the hill, and it was absolutely phenomenal. We found this like back bowl that we traversed over to and nobody had been on it yet. We were the first ones. Like it wasn't busy.
Fresh pow.
Is
that the term?
Pow. Yeah. Pow day. It was a pow day. It was.
Fun.
It was so good. And it literally, I've never been surfing, but I describe it as that. It felt like I was just surfing. It took me a minute to be able to learn how to like do that because it's just so different from snowboarding in no snow. Yeah. And it was amazing. Snow. And it was so cool. You just hear there was like us and like a few other people and you could hear everybody just like giggling and like woo, like, you know what I mean? You like,
it's like a core memory.
Oh my God. Like, yes.
Yeah.
It was just so amazing.
Good.
We had a bottle. We stopped in the middle of the hill somewhere. We're like literally on a cliff and had a bottle of champagne. And it was amazing. We went to dinner that night and then had a big bowl of fondue.
Cheese or chocolate?
cheese.
Of course.
It was amazing. And then I was like,
I don't know if I like cheese fondue.
It's so good, Shannon. It's a different kind of cheese.
But what were you putting in it?
Bread, of course.
Just bread.
Just bread.
They didn't give you anything else?
Just bread. And then
Okay,
I didn't want all like the bread. Like I had a bunch of bread and I was like, well, I need to save room for the rest of the meal. So then I just started eating the cheese.
Like spooning it
into my mouth. Yeah.
Like we do with Nutella.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's healthier.
Yes.
Less calories. Less carbs?
Literally.
I don't know. You're the carb.
It is.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So for more health tips, come to us.
Yeah. Just
follow spoon the Nutella. Don't put it on bread or bananas.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't like to waste time around here. I had French onion soup.
Nice.
Which
we learned
in France they just call onion soup. I'm stupid.
Hi, it's my birthday. Can I get some French onion soup?
Yes.
And some French fries?
And it was so amazing. Everything was delicious. And then, oh my gosh, I have a funny story to tell.
Okay,
so at dinner.
Okay.
Guys, I promise
I don't think I've heard this one.
After this.
Okay.
So at dinner, we're like eating, everything's beautiful, having an espresso martini, having some wine.
Delicious.
And then all of a sudden the lights go down. I'm like, oh, no, we're setting the mood.
Mm-hmm.
So where we're seated is right beside like the kitchen where everything comes out. And then all of a sudden I see like a sparkler come out.
A sparkler for your birthday.
And I'm like, and I look at Catherine and like my face is just like lit up. And both
and you're like,
Scott and Sauce are looking at me and I'm just like, oh my God. And then they walk right by my table.
Oh.
And they fucking go across the restaurant. And I was like, I am violently embarrassed right now.
Did they sing happy birthday to someone?
Yes.
Oh,
so they like played happy birthday over like the PA system. And I look at Catherine, she was like, oh my, like she was absolutely mortified because she was like,
I did not set this up.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. So, and I'm embarrassed for being like, oh my God, me? My birthday? Wow.
What a nice bookend to what a wonderful birthday.
So now I'm sweating again.
Just one pit.
One pit. My right pit, guys. It's embarrassing.
Culprit.
So anyway, we continue with our dinner and then the lights go down again.
Oh. Had Catherine left the table at this point to like go?
No, we were all still there.
Okay.
So I just thought like maybe they just multiple.
Okay, yeah.
Just different timing in the dinner.
So her face, you were like, oh, she thought it was for you too, but then it went to someone else.
Right,
okay,
right.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
So then the lights go down again.
Okay.
And I see the sparkler come out and I'm like, is this one for me? So
you were a little sus.
I was a little sus. I was like, is this one for me?
But you were still smirking.
And then, exactly. Yeah. And then we're all kind of looking at each other. This motherfucker's walked by me again. And I was like, what?
What are the odds that there's so many March 13th birthdays?
What are the odds?
In this one place.
Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so I'm butthurt at this point.
You're like, let's just leave.
The table that's like, everything's close quarters. Kind of felt like the Titanic in there. It was really beautiful. Yeah. It was like Titanic vibes.
Okay.
And anyways, there was like a big like opening in the middle and we were all like around. So it was like you're in the balcony.
Okay.
Anyway, so this couple beside us, like they were obviously now like staring at me. I was like, I promise it's my birthday. Who knows if they even spoke English? Like, I don't even know. Anyway.
We're like embarrassed by proxy.
Yes, exactly. So then Catherine gets up and like talks to the waitress. And I'm like, okay, so.
Now you know.
Now I know. But like, I want that fucking dessert. So she comes back to the table and she's like, oh my God, like you apparently have to like book it in advance. And I was like,
a fucking sparkler? You need to book
and like
that?
a dessert. Like you have to like tell them ahead of time.
Please. Okay.
Anyway, so I was like, okay.
That sounds really French.
It's
like complicated. For
exactly.
No reason.
Like everything's backwards. Anyway, whatever. So we're continuing on. It's like getting to be dessert time.
Lights go down again.
The lights go down again. And I look at our table and I'm like, well, that's not for me. Definitely not for me. Anyway, they come right to the table and it was for me. And
then
Catherine tried to pull my leg and it worked. And then I was happy and it was delicious. And I was still thoroughly embarrassed.
And then did you look over at that other table like,
I was like, see? It is my birthday.
Like pull your ID out, see?
Exactly. Anyway, so that's the story of my birthday.
That's good.
And
what a good birthday.
Yeah, we went out, we danced, and came home.
That is a long day.
It was a long day, let me tell you. The espresso martinis were clutch.
Oh, they would have kept you going.
They would have kept us going.
the bars after.
Yeah, and we
Good for you.
needed to dance because I ate enough cheese for 40 people.
Right.
So anyway,
good trip.
It was amazing. And then we went to Alpe d'Huez in France for the Tomorrowland Winter Festival.
Right. This is my nightmare.
So this is the last part of it, I promise. But it was so cool. You like ski down there's different hills stages on the hills. So you go there, like mostly the sun was out and you're like bopping around. Like it's just fun.
You're like in your snowsuit.
Yes.
Sweating because you're dancing.
Yeah.
But then you're cold.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, gross. I don't like a music festival like on a sunny day when I'm sweating. But I couldn't imagine being in like
having
snowboard boots.
It's like sun comes out, you're hot, and then sun goes away, you're cold.
Absolutely not.
Oh, it was so fun.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
And then at nighttime, it was like indoor stage. So that was straight indoor.
And you could wear non-snow pants.
Yes. We just
I saw videos of that. That would be a good vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
cool. Yay.
Yes. It was so good. I got a new snowsuit. Catherine bought me beautiful earrings for my birthday, which I'm not wearing right now, but I've worn them 100 times already.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It was so good. And then I came back. I was deathly ill.
Yeah. So that's why we didn't record. And then we recorded and it was bad. And now here we are. Yeah.
Up to date.
Yeah.
With me at least.
Yeah.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Well, I have a list of things that you missed while you were gone.
Okay.
Like in the news, like in pop culture.
Right.
Okay. So do you want to hear the list?
I do.
Okay. So first of all, the big one that I knew would hurt your heart is Hudson's Bay closing down.
My God.
I did message you that. But
this is so sad.
Emma loves Hudson's Bay.
They are a staple. If you want to get a dress to wear to a wedding, you go to Hudson's
Bay.
Where
are we getting dresses now?
I literally don't know.
Or even just like nice like business attire. Like remember we went there after you got your colors done and we got you all those cute suits? I don't know what we're going to do.
I have no idea. Their stuff's like good quality. Like the companies that they had in there.
Yeah.
Such good quality. I have no idea what.
But apparently they owed like a lot of those companies a lot of money.
Oh.
Yeah. But so on the Monday, I heard in the news that like they were going to go to court and ask if they could like liquidate. So then I immediately went on the website and I was like, I need to get a blanket, like the Hudson's Bay blanket. Yeah. So then I put it in my cart and then for some reason on the Hudson's Bay website, it didn't just take my saved Visa. You know, like sometimes they won't take the one that's in your phone. So then I had to like type it in, but then I was already going to be late for work. So I was like, I'll do it when I get to work. I get to work, sold out.
Oh no.
So then I had to like buy a different one. I got one, but like it's not the one I wanted, but whatever. It's a piece of history.
Yeah.
So that happened when you were away, which sucks because then you couldn't probably go online and like buy stuff.
And I need a kettle.
Yeah. What else happened? We got a new prime minister.
Oh, right.
Mark Carney is our new prime minister. He was voted in as the new leader of the Liberal Party. That's how it works.
Right.
Because Justin Trudeau stepped down.
Yep.
So he wasn't like voted in by us. So then he called an election. So now there's an election happening. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay,
good.
It's
in a couple of weeks, right?
Yes.
That's what gas prices are going down.
Yeah, he canceled the carbon tax.
Yeah, which was for forever.
Which was really funny. Honestly, like it used to cost me $80 to fill my tank. Now it's $60. Like I'm saving $20 every time now.
It's a significant change.
God. Yeah. So that happened. Then like a lot of the tariff war stuff was happening.
Yes.
The drama of that. I don't even want to go over that. That's just like, it's exhausting to even think about.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez dropped her new album with her boyfriend, fiance, Benny Blanco.
Oh.
It is so good.
He has a unibrow.
Yeah.
You're so rich. Hit up a threading lady. What is going on? I'm so sorry. It had to be said.
Yeah. But sometimes he doesn't have it. And I saw a TikTok of like Selena plucking it or someone was plucking it and Selena was there.
They need to spend a little bit more time.
I'm excited for his, you know, when like boyfriends get a glow up?
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully that happens.
You know, like we see it on like Love is Blind and stuff. Yeah. Like after a year of being together, the men have glowed up. Yeah.
Always.
So I'm hoping, I think he will.
Yeah.
She has like a makeup line.
He's
going to glow up.
I'm definitely a Selena fan.
Oh, I'm a Selena fan.
I would say.
Now on with that.
Okay.
Did you hear about the 7-part Hailey Bieber stalker video?
No, but we always know that Hailey has been like copying her for the whole time.
Yes. Oh, I meant stalker for Justin.
What? That's her husband.
Yes.
Wait.
He married his number one stalker. According to the 7-part TikTok series.
Oh my god.
You can also go on YouTube and watch it. But it's
it.
them just showing how she was like engaging with like, remember back in the day there'd be like fan pages, like girls like who were fans of like, I don't know, One Direction or Justin Bieber. They'd have like fan pages and like they would like just know everything about that star.
Yeah.
So she was contacting fan pages being like, what hotel is he staying in? And then she would go and like have dinner at the hotel like bar, or she'd like stay at that hotel so that she was bumping into him.
Stop.
So she was just like, and that's like a tactic, right?
It's giving, what's that Will Smith movie where he's like he like helps men find love with
where they're like, where they see you out in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitch. Yeah, it's giving those vibes.
Yeah.
Like, creepy.
Yeah. So she was just like putting herself near him so that like proximity would like, maybe he'd be like, oh, this girl. I don't know. Anyways, it gets a little extreme, and then it shows how she like copies like basically like outfit and background and pose of Selena Gomez's posts. Yeah. Anyways, it was really interesting. There's been people who have come out and said like some of it's incorrect, whatever. But it was a really fun thing for like a week when you were gone.
Yeah.
It was all the rage.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah. And then it was just like while Selena Gomez's new album came out. It was really good.
I love it. I have to listen to this now.
That's kind of that's my list. Also, well, okay, no, I wanted to tell you about a show I'm watching. It's called High Potential, and it's on Disney Plus. Okay,
now I have to get Disney Plus.
Well, Disney Plus you can get for like $3 a month right now. I think all the streamers
not sponsored, guys.
I think all the streamers are like struggling because like this economy is crazy.
I hope so. So people are really canceling left, right, and center, especially now that you can't share anything, which is a stupid concept.
Yeah, and now that they're like $18, $20 to like have.
Do you see Blockbuster's post? They're like, oh, back in our day, like we just let you rent it for a week. We didn't care if you shared it with
Yeah. So I got a deal. So Disney came out with a deal. I think it's like 3 months. For 3 months, it's like $3 a month. So it's like dirt cheap.
Okay, that is.
And I'm noticing with a lot of streamers who are doing it, there's also a lot of bundles happening. So TELUS, I could bundle Netflix, Disney, and Prime for $25 a month. And that's without ads. So those are like the premiums.
That's a huge deal.
Yes. So I got that. So now I have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And I'm watching High Potential, and it's so good.
Oh,
it's like
so
it's like this woman who was like a cleaner in a police office. Okay. And then she she kind of like solves a case. Like she's like she's like really smart. She's got high IQ. So then she like noticed something and put on the thing. And so then they bring her in as a consult. A consult?
Yeah.
As a consultant? Whatever. They bring her in.
Consult.
Yes. So they bring her in and she helps them with crime.
I love that.
And she's like a very sunny, like she wears like, colorful clothes, and she's like a single mom, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then her partner is like the grumpy. So it's like a very grumpy sunshine dynamic.
A trope, if
yes.
you will.
Love it. Love it. Anyways, so go watch that.
Cool.
Everyone run and watch that. We should probably get to our topic. Oh, did I talk about moving? Moving was I want to say anticlimactic. It was awful.
Yeah.
Because Emma, and my life partner, wasn't here.
I'm so sorry.
And it felt like it felt like a breakup. And I was like,
but you're like secretly.
Yeah, like I was like
moving
out in the middle of the night kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like the house just kept getting more and more empty as I was moving out, and it was making me sad. And like it was like an end of an era. And then she wasn't here. And then I would like go on Instagram and she's like, ooh, look at me on the slopes. And I'm like, ah. Anyways, and then I like messaged her and I was like, I feel like I have mourned for like a couple weeks, and you're going to come back and it's going to like hit you in the face. And then we're not going to be at the same part of mourning.
Yeah, it did hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Shannon was so sweet, guys. You like kind of like, especially like, let's say in the bathroom, I had all the left side, you have all the right side,
right?
For example.
And the fridge.
And the fridge, like everything. So you kind of like tried to spread.
I did.
A little bit.
I did. I didn't want to be too shocking.
Yeah. So you like moved like a thing here and there just so like it wasn't just like a full empty space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even in the shower you did that with because you had like all of one shelf, I had all of another.
I moved some.
So you like moved a couple things down, so it just like looked I did notice these things.
Okay.
It was nice.
And I only took one squatting potty because I knew like you can't just take a squat. Like, once you have a squatty potty, you can't. Yeah. Anyways.
I appreciate that. My new squatty potty for the upstairs, because you have to have a squatty potty in every toilet.
Yes.
Just came today. And Shannon's the first one who used it.
I christened it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to tell everybody that.
It felt a little high.
We are.
It felt a little higher than our regular squatty potties. I don't know if they changed
I don't know. I haven't even looked at it yet.
The style of it. Anyways, speaking of squatty potty, our sponsor.
Sponsor us.
So on Amazon, under Squatty Potty, they have a...
Oh, this goes under spring cleaning or topic for sure.
Sort of, yes.
Yes.
They have this toilet brush. And because I get really icked up, but Emma does all the bathroom cleaning. I don't... The 6-7 years, however long we lived together, I have not really cleaned a toilet. And if I did, it was really against my will. I have occasionally when I have to, but I hate it. And I don't like touching the scrubby thing. And then, like, when you're cleaning the floors, like, the scrubby thing's, like, sitting on the floor, and you're like, ew, like, I don't know. I just feel like the area near it's really gross.
Right.
And, like, dust collects on it, and, like, toilet paper dust, and it just, like, icks me out. So I found, and I did some research, and I found a toilet brush, and it hooks onto the back of the toilet, so it's not sitting on the ground. And it's hidden. It's like behind.
And you can't see it at all.
You can't see it. And you just reach back, and then you tilt it out, and you pull it out, and you use it, and then you put it back in the cup, and you tilt it back in. And I don't have to see it. I don't have to clean around it. I love it so much. I feel so at peace.
How many times have you used it?
Once.
And it was amazing.
It was amazing.
I love that.
It was so good. And then, yeah, like, if it gets kind of icky, I'll just throw it out and get a new one.
Yeah.
I don't clean the cup that it sits in. That's gross. Do you do that?
I've done that before. But, like, I don't try to, like, touch things. Like, I just try to, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Wow. I find ways to, like, just do a little bit.
I'm not about that.
But
I'll just throw it out.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's very affordable, and it's on Amazon under Squatty Potty. Go check it out if you also get the ick from toilet brushes. Gross. Because, they've got that one where, like, you can buy, like, the little pods and you stick them on the end of the thing.
Yes.
So I just feel like that's wasteful.
And then you're flushing that. That's
yeah. And I don't like to be wasteful, but, like, yeah, I just don't want to be gagging when I'm, like, cleaning the toilet.
Yeah.
I almost called you to be like, can you come over and clean the toilets? I'll come fix whatever you need fixed at your place. And you just come clean my toilet.
I thought the other day? I was like, I need to switch my fridge handle to the other side. And I was like, now I don't even have, like, a screwdriver.
Oh my God. I didn't even leave you a screwdriver.
I don't know.
We have to go get you
a toolbox.
No, get your dad to buy you tools for Christmas.
You're right.
That's what I did. And now I have, like, a sick setup.
Yeah. I should do that.
He set me up good.
My dad will know. My dad's a carpenter, so
yeah,
he knows all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving was shit. I had many meltdowns. I texted Emma a million times, and she has bad communication, and I've been okay with that. I've noticed, okay, not to, like, hate on you for a minute, but Emma's really bad at responding to text messages. It takes her, like, 5 business days to get back to you usually. And that was okay when we lived together.
But also, when I was away, I only had Wi-Fi. I was
messaging on WhatsApp.
Mode. I know, but if I didn't have Wi-Fi, I didn't have anything.
Okay.
And the connection was super horrible.
Okay. Well, I was having the worst time of my life. You should have been on it. Anyways, so I've never had an issue with it because, like, I'll text her and then maybe she won't respond, but then she comes home and I'm like, hey, read my message, and then she'll read it and then we'll discuss.
Or because I know I'm coming home and I'll just talk to her then.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking. So anyways, I've noticed with, like, other girlfriends who've moved out, they're like, they will text me and be like, Emma's not responding to me. Can you, like, tell her to, like, look at her messages? And so now I'm that girl, but I have no one to contact to be like, hey, tell her to answer. And so I'm just texting the fucking air, trying to, like, ask her questions. I was like,
you did go through a spiral.
I went through a spiral. I was like, hey, do you want this rug? It's yours. Can I sell it? Can I throw it out? Like, what do you want me to do? And then, like, 3 hours later, I was like, well, I just put it in your closet. It was very sassy. It was like, well, if you're not going to answer me.
There was another moment. You, like, spiraled again right after that.
Oh, I
like, did a big response. I was like, oh, like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, and you were like, oh, okay.
I'm over it.
I guess it's fine.
No, I spiraled because I think I just messaged you being like, I wouldn't wish this on anyone moving alone or something like that. It was so dramatic. But it's because I also don't ask for help from anyone else. Like, all of my friends were offering to help, and I was just like, I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend that. That was a terrible time. So anyways, it was okay. Yeah, I had a great month.
Your place is so cute.
Oh, I love my place.
It looks so good.
It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Like, it's got all those, like, those closing covered.
The soft close.
Yes, it has all those. So, like, I'm like, whoa. I'm, like, not overstimulated at all in my place.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
It's so nice.
Emma's, like, ancient mini fridge isn't just, like, groaning in the corner.
Which, you know what? I think now it's, okay, this fridge thing, it's empty.
Yeah,
the fridge is empty. So
what are you guys putting in your fridges?
How are our parents' fridges so full? What do you have? What condiments?
I think we need more condiments because, like, my fridge looks cold and naked.
Also, you left me mustard, and I hate mustard.
I have like 5 bottles of mustard in my thing.
I'll keep it here for if Catherine
just like regular yellow mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably bought that.
I hate mustard, Shannon. There's a 0% chance I bought that.
Yeah, but when you buy things, like when you did burgers or whatever for like...
Right. I'll keep it in here just in case somebody else wants mustard.
Yeah.
But I was like, why would she she knows I hate mustard.
I don't eat yellow mustard. I'm like a Dijon.
You are a Dijon queen.
Sweet, spicy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. So that was fun. We're okay. How has it been not living with me now that you're back?
I've noticed that, and I texted you about this a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that this is going to sound so stupid and obvious, but when I come back after being gone, everything's the same.
Like the house is the same. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Everything is where I left it. Everything's the same. And every time I come home, it's just nothing's going to be different. Which is,
it's not
sad.
Like I cleaned up after you a lot.
No, but like even like a new plant.
Oh,
like a new
yes.
furniture.
I was always bringing new shit in.
We know that I do let things live in places, and then as soon as you move it ever so slightly, then I can take care of it. Well, now I just have to take care of it, Shannon.
What is that? That's so annoying.
I don't know. And then, oh my gosh, you weren't even here, and I remember when it was like last week or something. And there was a day and I had so much stuff to do because I had spent like 5 days like bedridden.
Right.
So I finally had enough energy to like maybe do a load of laundry or something. And I was stuck. And then Catherine would call and we'd spend time on the phone. And it was like her body doubling me. And then as soon as we're on the phone, I could do things. And as soon as we hung up, I sat down.
Back on TikTok.
Yes. I miss that a lot.
We need to ban TikTok.
No, we need to body double. What are you talking about? Banning TikTok.
No, you just need to come over so I can get some stuff.
Crazy.
You did that. Like as soon as I came over today, you were just like unboxing.
I whipped around. I got rid of 3 boxes. I bought a new Brita filter. I unboxed it. I cleaned it out.
I had to talk you through.
Yes.
Set up. Yeah.
It's been tough.
We'll have to have like appointments like every week.
Yeah.
Get our tasks done.
After
this, Emma's going to help me move the rest of my stuff out because there's a couple things.
Be so much more empty.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, we could talk a little bit about our topic.
Yeah.
Sorry it took so long, but we've been away so long, guys.
And you guys have been wondering what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Agree with me.
Yeah. Everyone wanted the down low on my move and your trip.
Yes, exactly.
Of course.
So there you go.
If we're going to talk a little bit about spring cleaning, this episode was supposed to come out during spring equinox. Obviously, that didn't happen because we didn't record when Emma was away.
But we've just had winter again today, so really, spring is about to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, if you're in Ontario, you had snow today.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
the last couple days.
It's April.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm ready for, like, we had like a warm period in like March and I was like, I want to sit on my new balcony. So I went and got chairs.
Yeah.
And like a little rug. And then it like snowed after that. And I was like, I haven't been out on it since.
Yeah.
It's been shit weather. Anyways.
So it's perfect time for spring cleaning.
Yeah. And I did move kind of during spring, but I'm annoyed I didn't do a bit of like spring clearing before then carrying everything over to the other house and then realizing I need to get rid of stuff. That was annoying.
So have you been getting rid of stuff now?
Yes.
What kind of stuff?
There's a big dumpster because it's like a bit of construction zone. So I've just been tossing stuff into that.
That feels good.
Oh, it's so good. I threw out I had like an old IKEA DVD rack from when I was in college.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was in the basement.
What are you doing with the DVD rack?
Well, I put books on it. Remember, it was like I put books in it.
Yeah.
At the house. And then Carissa came over and she was like, Shannon, that doesn't go with anything. I was like, you're right. I can move this guy.
Yes.
So we threw that in the dumpster.
Good.
Every time someone came over to visit, I was like, help me move shit around and help me throw things out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't realize they were going to get put to work, but because my life partner wasn't here, I had to use other people for that. Yeah. But yeah, no. And like going through clothes, like I have 2 closets. I went from 1 closet to 2 and somehow they're both jammed. I'm like, I fit this all in 1 closet before. What is happening?
I have no idea.
I think I had some stuff in your closet because it was bigger, but not that much. Like dresses.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you come over, you're gonna be like, how's this packed? Anyways, so that's been interesting. And my spare room is still just a mess. I'm spiraling over like making decisions about things.
It's hard. You have a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah. And I finally was like, it's okay. You can hang stuff on the wall, Shannon, because when you go to paint, you can fill holes in.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, I need to figure out paint colors before I decide what I hang on. No, just hang the stuff up. Because it was like very cold looking. So now I have some stuff on.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some drapes up. Like I don't have any drapes. Like I need privacy.
Yeah.
Like 6 weeks without any sort of like, that's wild. Like make a decision. So yeah. And then I'm like, I can't hang my TV until I figure out what console table I'm going to get because then that will decide how high the TV goes.
Right.
So, but
then
I
just
can't
hang the TV at a good level for the couch. That gives you enough room for a console, and then buy a console that would fit within that.
But I'm also going to buy a couch. What if my couch is like a different height?
Well, Shannon, how different are the heights?
I know, you're right. This is the spiral I have.
Okay, so to tie this into spring cleaning, I think that we can just make decisions.
Yeah.
Right? I think look at me talk. I have nothing on my fucking walls in here. Except the thing that belongs to Shannon. But, you know what I mean? Like, if you're just, like, hoarding things in a closet because you're like, when am I going to put this up? Where am I going to put this? Just put it.
You're right. And that's everything that's in my spare room is just stuff that needs to be, like, hung or put onto something.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. But spring cleaning is my favorite thing. I'm so sad we're not really going to talk about it much. But we can quickly kind of touch on where it started. We only have 10 minutes.
No, we can talk for a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah. So Marie Kondo.
The people want to know. Give them what they want.
Marie Kondo is my icon. She's amazing. Read her book, The Joy of the Magic of Cleaning.
The Joy.
Can you look it?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
No, I'll look it up.
Okay, you look it up. But anyways, I got that book, I don't know, like 10 years ago, probably more. It was when I was like in college. And I was a hoarder before that. I kept everything. I had a really hard time letting anything go. Everything had sentimental value in some crazy way. Even if it was something I purchased, it was like, oh, but I purchased it at this time in my life. Like, anyways, it was crazy. Reading her book just like allows you to let go of like stuff.
Yeah.
And even like gifts, like if you have a hard time like throwing out gifts that people have given you, just reading her chapter on gifts just allows you to let it go, because she explains the gift when it was given to you was its purpose. Like the joy it gave you when it was given to you by whoever, that was its purpose. And now, months, years later, it's no longer serving that joy. It's no longer bringing you joy. Get rid of it, because then it can be used by someone else
to have that same joy.
Yes, exactly. So that like altered my brain, and I was like, okay, I can like let go of all this.
Yeah.
I had like notes between me and my girlfriends from like grade 6.
That's crazy.
Like shoe boxes of it. It's not like I was going back and reading them, but it was like, it felt weird to like throw it out. They're all like written on scrap pieces of paper. Like just get rid of it.
Yeah.
And like paper, like anything paper I kept because I just felt like it was important. Like any sort of like bank statement. Those are all online. Yeah. Chill out.
Especially now. So I feel like we also grew up in a different time.
Yes.
Where like everything was on paper. You had to keep a box for a phone just in case.
Yeah.
Like we had to keep these things. And then so we had to do the transition of now everything's online.
Yeah.
So
even I think like manuals for things, all those are online.
Everything.
But we used to keep all of that because like what if you needed to what if you needed to troubleshoot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like life changing. And then clothes was a big one. Just letting go of like, if it doesn't fit you and it's not something you pull for anymore, get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then also the practice, she teaches you how to like fold everything and like how to fold every piece of clothing in a proper way. And like, it's kind of a mindful moment when you're folding it. So if you don't like the item, you're not going to enjoy folding it.
I like that.
So, or you're not going to want to spend the time folding it and taking care of it. So like get rid of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so is this spring cleaning? It's more like decluttering, but I think that's like a big part of spring cleaning every year.
Agree.
You and I, we do like a decluttering, I guess you would call it. And then we clean everything. So like, I guess this week we're not really talking about like, hey, clean your baseboards or here's the list of things you need to clean every spring. It's more just like getting rid of things.
Like a good
spring is a
reset.
renewal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like spring is a renewal. It's a start. It's really the start of the year, let's be honest. And well, it's kind of the start of the zodiac because Pisces is the last of the zodiac. So if we are on the proper, like, unman-made fucking setup of a year.
Yeah, you're totally right, actually.
Yes. Why is the beginning of the year dead of winter?
It makes no sense.
Spring is the beginning. We always talk about how spring is the beginning. That should be the beginning of the year.
It should be. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy spring equinox.
Yes.
Anyways, sorry about that rant. But yeah, so it's all about renewal. So I think that decluttering is a big thing that you need to do in your homes. And then you have more space to actually clean because you're not overwhelmed and covered with clutter.
I totally agree. Okay, so this book is called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really agree with you on that. So something that you put me onto that book, and I didn't read all of it, but I read.
That's the beauty of it. You can just read whatever chapter you know you're struggling with.
And it changed my life too.
Yeah.
I found that what I learned a lot of was if let's say you clean everything, you tidy everything, everything's put away, and then 2 days later, 3 days later, things are just out and about. And you're like, why does this always happen? Like, why do things get messy? Well, it's because they don't have a home.
Yeah.
Why? Because all of the homes are full with other things. So we need to make sure that everything has a home. And to do that, we need to like clear things out. And again, like, why are we holding on to things for all these years when we don't use it? It doesn't bring us joy anymore. Like, it's just literally sitting there collecting dust.
Yeah.
What is the point of that? Now let it go. Somebody else can enjoy it. Or you can replace it with something that you do enjoy that you are going to use if it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I remember when you first introduced me to all this. Do you remember? I'll give an example. There was that bin in my closet.
Yeah. Weirdest assortment of shit.
Yes. So
that you were just like holding on to.
Yeah. It was like literally from university days. It was so old. And so I kept it hidden in my closet and it was just like hand lotions and like stuff.
Yeah. It was like products, like hair products or like skin products that were like
Body Works,
wildly
and
inspired.
It was like all these stuff these things were like gifts,
right?
People give you these like Bath and Body Works, and like you use some of them, but you don't use all of them. So I had this. It was a sizable bin, and I remember you got me into this, and then I finally showed you my shame. I pulled my shame out of the closet, and I said, Shannon, I need your help. We went through it, and I literally kept like 3 things out of this bin, and I got rid of the bin totally as well.
Yeah.
And I felt so much lighter and it felt so freeing, like you said, to just be able to be okay with getting rid of things.
Yes.
Like the amount of weight that it takes off your shoulders is
crazy.
It's amazing. Yeah. And then look, I have all this space and now I can clean that area properly. And yeah.
And then things that need homes have a place to go now.
Exactly.
I think, and now it's been so long since I read it, but I think her story is that she got really hyper-focused into organizing.
Right.
So buying like those acrylic little things and like labeling and like putting everything in these like organizing messes. And so what she learned from that was you can organize, you can be really good at organizing, but if you have too much stuff, like it's still going to feel messy and you're still going to feel that weight.
Yeah.
And so that's when she kind of went into the like getting rid of things. And then you don't need a million acrylic boxes and labels to organize everything because it's an overconsumption thing. You don't have like an overload of stuff anymore. So
if you have a ton of the same thing and you put it in the same place, it's still going to overflow.
Yeah. Like when people say, oh, like I'm not really good at organizing, like it's like, no, you probably need to get rid of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my closet is busting right now.
Yeah, same. But we haven't done our clothes haul yet.
We need to commit to doing that like next week.
Yeah.
On the topic of actually cleaning, I do love getting into like a deep clean.
Tell them the news.
Guys, I bought a vacuum.
She sure did.
I pulled the damn trigger. Woo! Weehoo! Shannon and Steph has been on me about this. You guys have been, honestly, all of my friends. Because I have been in the market for a vacuum cleaner since like 8 months.
Since your adult life, Emma.
Yeah,
since probably have needed a vacuum.
You're right.
But yes, since I have left, or you knew I was leaving, you were like, I need a vacuum.
Yes. But I had been looking into them. So I'm looking at Dysons, I'm looking at Sharks, I'm looking, but like, I'm not as into things as you are. Shannon does a lot of research. I don't enjoy that.
Right. So you were just like, oh, I'll get a Dyson because that's the best one. But it's also super expensive, so you weren't pulling the trigger on it.
Because I'm like, I can't afford, like, that's a lot of money to be spending on a vacuum.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Shannon sent me a link. I purchased that link, but she sent me a link to one on Amazon, and I did read the reviews, and there was a couple reviews, like long, lengthy, detailed reviews of people saying it's just as good as their Dyson that they had. Like
it was like $150, wasn't it?
No, it was like $2 something.
Okay, it was $2 something.
But I got $70 off.
Right.
So yeah, it was like around $200.
Yeah.
And it's like a stick vacuum. You pull the trigger and you don't have to hold it, and it just vacuums. I wanted the cordless because like my house is small, and I think what deters me from doing a lot of vacuuming is the fact that you have to take out this freaking cord.
The cord isn't
plug it in, go to a different room, plug it in somewhere else. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but like if these little blockers are holding you back from something, change that so that you'll do it.
Yeah.
With anything with cleaning, if there's like a little blocker, it's like, oh, I keep not doing this for a certain reason. Find out what that reason is and fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can literally just pull this out and think it's on, and I can carry it anywhere. It's so lightweight. And just Amazon. And okay, so guys, this morning I had a guy from Culligan come in for a water softener. Bought a water softener.
Guy,
look at me.
Who has been pressuring you?
Oh my God. You have.
I'm so proud of you. When you texted me yesterday and you're like, oh, I have this like appointment. I was like, oh,
yes.
So good.
Oh, so I got a water softener. It's coming in like in a week and a half or something to be installed. But the guy saw the vacuum. I had it out because I was like using it and had literally just unpacked it. He was like, oh my gosh, how do you like your Dyson? It looks like a Dyson. I was like, sir, this is from Amazon and it works great. And I love it.
And was he like about it? Like he was like,
he was about it.
Did you send him the link?
I should have. I'm sure his wife does the vacuum.
We should have like where you get money from sending out these links.
I know.
Yeah.
Are we influencers now?
We might be. Anyways.
DM us if you want the link.
I might get the vacuum myself because I want one that I can just do my hardwood floors with.
I really liked it. And you tried it here.
Yeah. Nice. It's very light.
It's so lightweight.
Yeah.
Easy
and like
around.
The trigger thing is so nice. I don't know about newer Dysons, but the Dysons I've come across in my life, you have to like hold the trigger. Yeah. And it's kind of like it's kind of like hard on the finger.
Yeah.
But this one is kind of, you just like hit it once and then it runs and then you hit it again to turn it off.
And it has 3 different speeds. So if you're just doing like a light floor, if you're doing the carpets, you put it on high.
It's got a cool screen.
Yeah.
Like digital screen.
Honestly, it is good. I don't have crazy vacuuming needs.
Yeah.
I'm one person.
No pets. No kids.
Like it's fine.
Yeah.
So if you have light vacuuming needs like I do.
Get the Fleety.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so that has been great. I find personally that if we're talking about like bathroom cleaning.
Yeah. Tell us.
If you, and I saw this on TikTok, that's where I got the idea, put different bathroom supplies like in the bathroom to clean.
Yeah, like don't have it downstairs under your kitchen sink.
Have 2 Windexes. It's fine. You'll use them both. One upstairs, one downstairs. Have 2 toilet bowl cleaners. One upstairs, have everything. I have paper towels upstairs.
Yes.
I have sponges,
bags, like
gloves, bags, everything upstairs, because if I'm like, when I'm up there and I see it and I'm like, ooh, this is dirty. I can clean it right then. Whereas
then you'd be like, oh, I just have to go downstairs and I'll do that later. And
it feels like a big task. So I've also been watching TikTok.
No.
And there's this girl, I think there's lots of people who do it, but she does a series called How Long Does It Take?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Did she do junk drawers?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I love her series.
She did like her whole garage. She did booking a dentist appointment.
Oh.
And she's like, so she goes on and she says, this is my series. Like, how long does it actually take? Where I see how long it takes to do this thing that I'm procrastinating for. And then
a year,
2 years, 6 years, 6 months, 11 days. She said she had like, I watched a laundry one this morning and it was like 11 days she's been procrastinating this. And it took her 24 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
And and it's so true. It's like these little tasks. So like one bathroom, what would that take you? Like 30 minutes?
If you're like deep cleaning,
Deep clean, like let's say maximum an hour, like depending on how hard you're going. But like
a quick, like I'm going to clean the toilets, wipe down the mirror. It's not long.
It's not long.
Yeah.
Less than 20 minutes. But I think we, in our minds, think of it as this huge task. Because I know in our last house, well, we don't talk about the basement bathroom because we never used that.
Yeah, no, that was scary.
So essentially we had
gentlemen callers would use it. And she's like, there's a crazy ring in there.
Yeah, exactly. We
shoot within this with the ring.
Try to get the ring to come off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was like a daunting task to be like, oh, I have to do all the all the bathrooms. Like it just seems daunting. So if you just kind of like split things up, I found that that's really great.
Yeah.
For example, again, the other day when I had to do things, I was like, oh, like I have to do all these things, which one of them included changing the batteries in my front door lock.
Right.
Guys, that takes 40 seconds at maximum. But as part of this whole pile, this laundry list of things to do, it's overwhelming. So I just kind of split it up. Again, I needed the body doubling, but I was like, okay, this one task.
Right.
One little task, I can do this. And then I did that. And then I was like, okay, I still have the whole day because that took 40 seconds. Right? Yeah. So it's like, okay.
You haven't procrastinated the whole day.
Right.
And then putting it off. But like, yeah, that's a good way to get that one done. You're like, oh my God, I have so much time.
And then it's
I could do another.
Okay, I could do another. And then you pick one thing. And then that took maybe 40 minutes. Okay, but now I still have all day.
Right.
And now I'm feeling accomplished.
What else do I need? Yeah.
Right.
You're on a roll.
Anyway, that's what I find when it comes to cleaning. Like
that works for the gym too. Like if you don't want to do the gym, but you're like, I'm just going to go on the treadmill. And then you're there and you're like,
I'll do some abs.
I'm already sweaty. I might as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Something like that.
So it's kind of saying your hands are already dirty for cleaning the toilets.
Yeah.
You might as well do something else.
Yeah.
And earn the shower.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I found with cleaning.
We tried a lot of things. Remember we tried like we'd seen it on TikTok and it was each day had like
the schedule.
Yeah, each day had like a room.
Yeah.
So it was like tidying too. It wasn't like cleaning things.
Yeah.
But like, like Wednesday's kitchen. So you would maybe just like extra clean the counters, sweep a little bit.
Appliances.
Yeah, wipe down the appliances.
Maybe wipe down the fridge.
It didn't work. It didn't last.
No. But it's a great idea.
Yeah, there's lots of different like hacks, I guess you could use.
Whatever works for you.
For me, also with spring cleaning, it's so nice to like crack all the windows.
Yeah.
And like blast some music. And then just
let the new year in.
Let the new year in.
Yeah.
Because it is the new year.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're changing the calendar, guys. So, yeah. I don't know. Is it Aries that starts? Is Aries next after Pisces?
I think Aries is always the first one.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see like posts on Instagram, it's Pisces is always last. And
Aries starts with an A. What are we doing, guys?
And A is the number one.
Yes. Anyways, whatever.
Just changing the world from the couch.
Yeah, we're just changing it. But yeah, cleaning. Any other tips? I feel like you're a really good cleaner. I feel like you have more tips.
I think just honestly figuring out what works for you. So for you, example, like you don't like touching the toilet bowl, but you found one that works for you, right?
Yes.
So do that. If you're gonna, honestly, if you're the more like in the bathroom, I use paper towels because other shit kind of grosses me out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we're not doing cloths.
We're not doing cloths.
And then what? You'd have to just like, I'm not going to wash those with my towels.
Gross.
That's gross.
And honestly, for me, just splitting stuff up really helps. And no, my whole house is not going to be sparkling clean all at one time, but I think that's fine. Like, no, if there's a pile of stuff on the floor, I'm going to vacuum it up. But I think that knowing that like we live in our spaces, right? So I think the idea of, I don't know where I saw this, but like this really triggered or like really set in with me. saying like, oh, I have to get all the laundry done. Well, there's always going to be like, you're wearing a pair of underwear that's going to be dirty at the end of the day. Right? So it's not necessarily, oh, I have to get all of this done so that it's all done.
Right.
No, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this task.
Yeah.
Right? The garbage needs to be taken out today. So I'll do that. Right? Just, I don't know, splitting it up.
Yeah.
I find that really helps. And then honestly, going like onto TikTok, onto YouTube, onto Instagram, going wherever and looking at what other people are doing. I feel like I've learned so much from social media about how to clean things and different tricks and tips that have worked. And I love that.
And it's like whatever motivates you, like maybe watching that woman like clean her cabinets or whatever that she was doing, you might be like, okay, well, like, yeah, it's only like 20 minutes. I can go do that right now.
Yes.
And do it when you have the motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It really aligns with working out for me. It's the same thing, right? Like,
which is crazy because you hate working out.
I know, but like when you're motivated, you got to go do it. Right?
It's true. It's
true.
So,
or like when you see like a cute little TikTok of like a little workout, you're like, oh, maybe I'll go try that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm not going to lie, the sun really helps too. If it's like a sunny, kind of warm day
with the windows open, yes.
Who doesn't want to clean their house?
Yes.
And then like
put on a podcast, put on some music,
put on the girly hour.
Yes. Listen to this episode. We don't really tell you anything about cleaning. We're just talking about what we've been up to for the last month.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can catch up with us and clean. We should have started our podcast with that. Hey guys, start washing or cleaning your bathroom while we catch you up on our lives.
We'll put that in the caption.
It's a lot to edit, so we're not going to do that.
No. We'll put that in the caption so you guys know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll come back to this topic. I feel like we didn't give it a lot of time to do it justice.
But I think it's a good reminder to people that now's the time.
Now's the time.
Right?
Declutter, clean, and start your year off right.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Did we solve spring cleaning?
We brought it to the forefront of everybody's minds.
We did.
I think that's the main point, and people are going to be on Clean Talk now.
Yeah.
And if they're not on TikTok yet, they're still haven't grown up like I told them to do.
Grow up.
I'm kidding. It's probably going to be on the reels that they scroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Okay. Well, until next time.
Problem solved.
Bye, guys.
Bye.